Hey guys, today we're taking a look at a 2022 Chevy Traverse LT Cloth. This specific model has 12,524 miles on it in the darker blue color. It's a little bit dirty right now, so I'll try to kind of disregard some of that right here. From the outside, it's got some decent looks to it. It seems to be a little bit bigger than some of its other competitors, like the Explorer. Has a very lengthy stature to it. For the 2022 model year, they've got some new lights on the front, give it a little bit more sharper look. They've got a little bit of chrome going on down here. It seems like it might be a little bit too much chrome for my taste. On the side, they've got Traverse written on there, as they usually have had. The back also has new taillights, pretty aggressive, and we've got dual exhausts on the bottom. Let's check out the trunk space. So this is a 3-row. You can put these back seats down, give you a little bit more room back here, put some more stuff in. There's also space down here. Just get this up enough for more storage. And if you want to go ahead and close that back tailgate again, you're going to go ahead and click this button here. It does it automatically, nice and easy. So let's get back in this thing. From the inside, it's nothing too crazy. I do like the touches of leather, or not leather, but a sort of fake soft touch leather on the front dash here. That's pretty nice. Steering wheel is leather wrapped for this LT Cloth model. Seats feel of high quality cloth. There's a lot of room in here. Air vents up at the top as well, going all the way back to the 3rd row. And this is a 3.6 liter V6. Putting out 310 horsepower and a 9-speed transmission to pair with that. Overall, the 9-speed feels pretty smooth. Feels really good. This is one of the newer generation GM transmissions. I know the 3.6 has been around for a while though. When it comes to reliability, this vehicle is pretty average reliability, ranking 3 out of 5 stars from Consumer Reports. This vehicle does have auto stop start on it to conserve some of that gas mileage. Of course, I like to just keep it off. I'm not really too worried. Keep that off. It also has lane departure warnings on there, keep you in that lane. I believe these come standard on the Traverses now. Blind spot monitoring. Still no adaptive cruise control at this trim level, which is a little bit disappointing. I really wish they did have that. The screen here is pretty nice. It looks nice. Has Apple CarPlay. There's also a compartment in here where you can put additional things. Simply with this button, it goes up and down. Push to start, of course. Overall, the vehicle feels a lot like other SUVs of this size. You know, you're not going to use this thing to go making tight corners, but it is a fairly good vehicle for the price range, especially given that these vehicles are not typically marked up right now, whereas a Telluride is going to be heavily marked up. You can get this thing at a very decent price, and it still does put up some good competition. The feel of the road, pretty good. The bumps do not really come into the cabin all that much. It's getting a little bit hot in here. The system does have a very good heating element to it. Yeah, these bumps it takes very well. You don't feel much of it coming into the cabin. GM managed to pull off a pretty comfortable ride in this thing. Now this is a vehicle that they've had out for a number of model years now. They've pretty much perfected this model. I think this thing has been around since, I want to say 2016. I could be wrong, but it's been around for a while nevertheless. And they have had a lot of time to perfect it and iron out much of the issues that were originally with the vehicle. And that V6 really does a good job of actually getting this thing up to speed when you need it to, especially when you're going on the freeway. 310 horsepower. It's very adequate for this vehicle. Now we are going to make our way onto the freeway, get this thing going at 70 miles per hour. I did also want to mention it does have heated seats, so that's pretty nice, both driver and passenger. And like I said earlier, the vehicle is pretty good about getting up to speed, no problem there. Wind noise is minimal at these speeds. The drive is still very good. It does not feel like I'm constantly tugging on the steering wheel to remain in my lane. Everything is pretty stable, as you can see here, hands off. Very nice. I can see this thing being a very good vacation vehicle if you're going on trips with your family. This will offer an optimal experience, especially if you have a large family, considering this vehicle has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seats in it. The rear tailgate can also be controlled from down here. There's a button right here. You can adjust how much you want it to open, whether you want it to open three quarters of the way, or max. That beep that you just heard there, that was the lane keep system. I did not turn on my signal to get off, so that lane keep system tried to keep me in that other lane. That's just something to be aware of. Like I said, that 9-speed is very smooth with those shifts. Very smooth. Alright, so we are going to have a look at the lights. They were not on earlier in the video, so I'm going to go ahead and get those on now and show you guys how those look. They're a lot more aggressive than the previous model here. As you can see, they've got those sharp edges to them. Fog lights come standard on the LT cloth, I believe. And here are these rear lights. Also look great. Of course, the car has easy fuel on there. And I'll also show you guys a look under the hood. And it does have hydraulics that'll automatically lift that for you. Pretty clean setup here as well. You can see V6. Not too much going on, very clean setup. So that is our look at the 2022 Chevy Traverse.